Do you sometimes wonder whether your writing matters? If all the work and the time that you're spending will be worth it in the end? I wondered that for years, whether this was really part of my life's purpose. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Colleen M. Story, and this is Writing and Wellness. And today I want to share something a little more personal with you. For years, I was a writer who hadn't yet made the decision. I'm talking about the decision to write and to be a writer no matter what. I spent years in indecision, which is a painful place to be. When you're not sure if all the time you're spending on this thing that you care so much about is going to be worth it in the end, and you keep questioning yourself at various points along the way, it's kind of like a self-imposed kind of torture. Scientists have even said that indecision is really painful. Deciding one way or the other is always more comfortable. But I think for writers, I know for me and a lot of writers who have talked to me, this isn't an easy thing to do. It's really difficult for us to say, yes, I'm a writer no matter what, because we don't know. Do we have the talent to do this thing? Are we talented enough? I had no reason to think that I could be a writer. I didn't know if I had what it took to be successful in our society's way of thinking of success. And that's part of the problem, is our culture focuses so much on monetary rewards or on recognition. If you're a well-known writer, then it makes sense that you should be writing. If you're a bestseller, then it makes sense. You should be doing this because obviously you have what it takes to be good at it. But before you get to that point, it's really easy to continually doubt yourself. It's discouraging at those points, especially if you're someone like I was, who feels like inside, this really clicks with me. This is what I was meant to do. And so I wrote my new book, which is called Your Writing Matters. I wrote it because I wanted to help. I want to help other writers not struggle so long in that period of indecision, doubt that so many of us go through. I have researched this topic really carefully and found that there is a lot of factors in our culture today that contribute to this feeling that if we're not making money at our writing, if we're not becoming well-known writers, that maybe we shouldn't be doing it, that maybe it doesn't matter, that maybe we're being self-indulgent. There are a lot of outside factors that work on us to make us feel that way. It's not the only reason, but there are those factors that can make it difficult to feel that your writing and your contribution matters, regardless of what happens outside of you and your work. What we have to do is take a journey, and I take you through that in Your Writing Matters. I take you through the research of how our society and our culture affects us in terms of being writers and artists. I take you through an examination of what writing really is in your life so that you can find out for yourself whether writing is benefiting you enough to justify the time that you spend on it, the emotions that you have regarding it, the ups and downs that you're likely to experience, to determine whether what writing is giving you is worth what you're giving to it. And I think in the end, that's what I'm trying to help you to do, to no longer have one foot out the door, to be completely invested without the doubt. It took me years to get to this place. And I can tell you now that I'm there, it feels awesome. There's like this inner peace that comes with deciding that writing is part of my life because XYZ. Now I know why. And I want to help you figure out why. Because once you understand in your own person, in your own life, why writing is so important, why it needs to be there regardless, you will also feel that inner sense of peace. And it will help you tackle your writing projects, go after your writing dreams with even more energy and motivation and conviction, because you will be able to push the doubt out of that whole consideration. Not saying you will never doubt yourself again in the future. I think that's just part of being a writer or any sort of artist. But you won't be so blown about by rejections or reviews or how a book launch goes, because you will have that commitment to writing no matter what, and you'll feel that down deep inside of you. It won't be just some empty affirmation.